I thought that is what kind of ruined it. Didn't this show, once they... I never was a fan. I never really watched it, but I always thought that the show fell apart when you found out who killed her.
The first season's the magical one. It's like the first season of Lost. I mean, the first season of Twin Peaks has the midgets, has the dancing, has the dreams, has the jazz.
Don't ruin it for me. I haven't watched it yet.
It's got the fire.
You keep wanting to give me... Did you give me the first season? I just returned it once without watching it.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that... Here's the problem, Fez. The guy's saying, here, you got to watch this. Yeah. But it's like 18 or 20 hours. I can't commit to that.
It's a great show.
I know, maybe it is, but that's asking a lot of commit.
You had it for 6 months. I mean, you could
but it's sat on the top of my TV.
I never saw it, but with the midgets and the dancing and everything, it sounds like he's describing Lily's dad's restaurant.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen the joint yet, but I'm telling you, it was a magical show. Unbelievable.
I'm going to try to watch. Bring it back in. I will watch it this time.
You'll get it back a day later.
Speaking of which, Fez, be ready. We might have to move Eastside Dave in with you. He went home last night. His landlord gave him a hard time.
Really?
Yeah, the nerve of these people. I've been complaining about not having heat for a couple weeks. I finally had the landlady come into my apartment and check out the heat situation. She said, oh, yeah, indeed, your heaters are not working. And then she noticed there was a leak in my bathroom. So I get home. That was 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
Yeah.
I get home last night, and her son, her bully son, 50 years old, comes over and says, hey, how long has this leak been going on? I go, I don't know. I'm not here a lot. You know, I'm away from this place. But, yeah, maybe a couple weeks. He goes, you're lying to me. It's been going on for about a month and a half. And our water bill's $250 over, and you're going to pay every cent of it. You're going to write a check to my mother. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm writing your mom a $250 check for the water bill because you people have a leak in your building? I mean, it's my apartment, but it's their building.
Yeah, they own the building, right?
Yes, they own the building. And the guy's like, and not only that, but I'm probably not going to have it fixed in time. You're going to give us an extra $250 next month. And then on the way out, he goes, oh, by the way, rent's going up $100. $800? No longer, Dave. $900. And he wants me to fix the thermostat because I had the audacity to fix it. They have a plastic cage over my thermostat so that I can't touch it.
Oh, God.
So
in winter.
So I took a hammer to it because I've been out.
You can't take a hammer to something.
I've been without heat for a couple of weeks, Mr. B. And I took a hammer to it, and I said, forget about it. I'm getting this cage off. And the guy's like, and you broke the thermostat. You're going to pay for that, too. You owe me $250 this month, $250 next month, $100 increase on your rent, and you're going to pay for that thermostat.
Now, your landlord, he's one of the weasels in Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, I love the character that you're into.
That's what he sounds like. That's what he sounds like. He's some weird con.
Mo Larry, the cheese. I don't understand it. Why are you taking crap off this guy? You're 29 years old.
I wanted to punch him in the face, but then I realized, assault.
Why didn't you tell them that you had a leak when it happened? How big of a leak is it?
I mean, it sounded like the bathtub was always running. It started as like a couple droplets, and then pretty much the bathtub was always on.
It must be pouring if it's adding $250 to a water bill.
But again, here's the thing.
Who would let that happen? Why didn't you go to the main line and cut it off?
Well, I didn't know where the main line was.
You look around in the house; it's probably under the sink.
I'm not a very observant person, but the whole point.
Well, every time you go into the bathtub, it seems like it's running all the time, right?
Yes, I know. It sounds
like you've actually turned it on.
Yes, it sounds like water. Yes, it sounds like my bathtub is current. If I didn't have the drain open, it would definitely overflow within 20 minutes.
Well, why? You owe $200. Yeah, you gotta pay him for this too, David.
And you pay up. You pay up. You write a check for my mother. You have it in the mailbox tomorrow. And he wanted that. He told me that last night. Yeah. So he was expecting it this morning.
Dave only noticed it when he showered. So it was once a month.
You're going to get thrown out of there.
Bring it on. No, I'm not. What I'm going to do is when he comes to me tonight, I know because he's the most obnoxious knocker. Nothing, he can't give the
right
that type thing. Everything with this guy's going to be. just real obnoxious, and I open up, and he starts yelling at me. He was cursing. He was throwing F-bombs at me, like, I told you not to F with the thermostat, didn't I?
He's right.
Didn't I?
Wait, let me show you what you did. You've got the tub on full blast, and you took a hammer to the thermostat. Both these things you're going to pay for.
It's 28 degrees in New York. I need some heat.
Did it work
freezing.
once you beat it with a hammer?
I was putting every single blanket on. I had packaging peanuts on. I was using newspapers.
Packaging peanuts?
I was honestly putting like newspapers, packaging peanuts, magazines all on top of my blankets.
You're living like Midnight Cowboy over there. It's ridiculous.
I needed layers.
Ron and Fez show. Yeah, it's Ron and Fez show. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to give me chicken livers.
I got a little Stalker and Patty-ish.
Yeah.
866-3133. Well, as normal, our producer, Eastside Dave, has something major going on in his life. This time you feel like you're being abused by your landlord, but when I hear what you've done over there, I can see why you would be angry.
By not reporting a leak? I mean, it's his apartment building.
You know what I'm trying to think of this whole... Yeah, it's your job to let him know. You just can't sit there and let the water go pump and pump and pump. I mean, it's not like it's some giant corporation running this. It's just a little old lady, right?
Right, but I mean, a couple and her, overbearing son.
But who did you think was going to pay for all this water that's gushing through? And why wouldn't you just let them know? Come down, shut off the water, fix the leak. It takes 2 seconds.
Because when I get home, it's like 9:30, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and I don't want to bother people.
The water ran hard all day long, though.
Yes.
I would be freaking out.
That's their problem, the way I look at it.
Well, it seems like you're both wrong. You're not getting heat during the winter. You're not allowing them to know that the water's pumping out, which any person... I don't know how you can live like that, tell you the truth.
They're not allowing me to touch the thermostat. They have bars on my windows. I mean, these people are running a prison cell, and then at the last second, we're going to raise you $100 on your rent. Out of the blue.
They got to find some way to pay for the Niagara Falls you're running in the bathroom. Hey, Keith, you're on Ron Fez.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, don't worry about me,
He's not
Keith.
going to get arrested again from like last time when he had to pay his bill at his last landlord's place.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember that?
Right. Well, that, again, was that landlord's problem. The toilets were backed up. I'm not going to pay a plumbing bill. Sorry.
Here is Mike. Mike, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah, pal.
Hey, my dad owns and operates apartment buildings in Connecticut,
Yeah.
and it's actually against the law for the landlords to not supply heat or to have them shut off.
All right,
So
you
can actually sue your landlord and own their building.
You know what you need to do is hit them first before they hit you, Dave.
I'm going to. I'm going to say, if you want me to, if you're going to take me to court,
don't even play that game.
You're dead.
You should get a lawyer now and do it before. Put them on the defensive.
And if that doesn't work, go to Robert Kennedy Jr. and Hugo Chavez and get some of that sicko Venezuela heating oil in.
Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm a homeowner, and I just got tenants out of my house. It took me 4 months without paying, and I had to finally take them to court, and I'm out $4,800. And anything that happens within that apartment or that house is my responsibility. Now, you got to do spot checks to do that. The guy didn't know about it for a month and a half. It's his own fault.
All right, so you're saying it was their responsibility to go downstairs and check?
Yeah,
right.
he has to do spot checks. I mean, you do, for electric purposes, fire purposes. You could have a gas leak, anything.
But here's the thing, Dave. Just as a regular person, shouldn't Dave said, hey, I got a leak that's now turned into, it seems like the faucet is turned on in there. Any human being would do that for another one.
You're talking about an honor system, though. Now, how many people do you know that are really honorable? They're going to say something like that.
I would. Anyone would.
Well, not anybody, because I had like I said, it took me 4 months to get tenants out of my house. They were downstairs, and they never said anything about a leak. And I can hear this stuff running upstairs in my bath, and I'm saying, why is there water running? So I went downstairs, and sure enough, same thing like Dave's apartment. The hot water faucet just kept running. It's just a seat that's there. Everything just keeps going. So
I'm going to tell you the truth. I could never be a landlord. I would go out of my mind.
It took me 4 months. I'm out $4,800, and now I got to redo holes in the walls, electrical.
See, I couldn't live like that.
It's crazy. But tell Dave, get something in writing, a tenant landlord confidential, like affidavit or something like that. Something in writing you can get anywhere. And you have it notarized between tenant and owner. This way, something's documented about the stuff, and this way, if he has to go to court, it's in writing.
Thank you. You really want to end up in court over this whole thing?
I can't wait. I can't wait to duke it out on the stand. I've been watching a lot of criminal law movies. I've been watching Kramer versus Kramer, A Few Good Men. I'm going to put my landlord on the stand, and he'll fold.
None of those, and I'm going to tell you the truth, have anything to do with lease agreements.
I know, but they make me know how to object, Your Honor, things of that nature.
It's going to look like I Am Sam in court fighting for his daughter.
Alex, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello?
Yeah, how are you, buddy?
Hey. No, look, there's no doubt that there's a provision in his lease which says that if something goes wrong in the apartment, he has to notify the landlord within a reasonable amount of time. If there isn't that provision in his lease, then the landlord's a real retard.
Didn't sign one. Never signed a lease. So I don't know what that,
You never signed a lease?
No.
He just lives in someone's basement, right?
No, it's a real apartment.
But didn't you even say no? You said it's someone's house, right?
Yeah, I guess
the old lady lives upstairs.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
right.
downstairs.
You're right.
Even before they came down and told you you can't have sex with your girlfriend so loud we can hear you upstairs.
That's right. Yeah.
You're squeaking the old mattress.
My ex. Yeah.
Yeah, your ex-girlfriend.
But
is that why you got upset because the new girlfriend?
The new one, the landlord's fine with.
Please, you might knock half the money off.
but they're just so rude. Like when I take a shower in the morning, my water goes from hot and cold. Like it's a strobe light. It's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold.
Yeah, but that's New York. You're going to get everybody has a problem.
They're playing with my head,
No,
Ron.
they're not doing
They're messing me.
All right, here's the other thing. You're taking your new girlfriend, Casey, to your house, right?
That's right.
Do me a favor. Leave the pal talk on. 866-313-FREE.
I don't think so.
866-313-FREE. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Fez.
Hey, Dave, I was going to say that Dave's probably in violation of his lease, but if he says he didn't sign one, then he's a dirtbag for not letting the people who are being nice enough to let him be there without a lease by not telling him that the pipes are leaking.
I guarantee you right now, there's not another human that's going to take this apartment. When Dave leaves, it'll only be chicken coops down there.
Wait,
cockfighting.
I got 12 units.
Yeah.
And the only person that doesn't tell you that there's a leak or something wrong in their apartment is the people that don't want others in their apartment because they're doing something they shouldn't be doing.
It seems like, illegal immigrants would let that run. Everybody else would be fine with it.
Wait, can I just say this? Yeah. I looked at it like this. I'm serious. I looked at it as, I don't want to bother these people. I can deal with a leak. It's obnoxious on the hearing, but I don't want to, I don't want to invade on them.
If it was fire instead of water, you'd be letting them know fast enough.
Well, that's true. But, nothing worked in this apartment. When I put a burger on my Foreman grill, and the fire alarm's going off. The whole place is a wreck. I put up with everything. I thought I was doing them a favor.
That's the bad food alarm going off.
But, I thought I was doing them a favor by putting up with the leak. I thought, hey, you know what? I don't want to be a pest. I'll just deal with it.
I thought all you wanted to be in your life was a pest.
But, isn't it the law you have to report water leaks in New York City?
What law?
What?
First of all, it's just being a human, a mature human.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you let somebody know?
That was the Koch drip law of 82.
Koch drip law. Rich, you're on Run of Fez.
Well, this stuff is great.
Yeah.
I guess he must expect his landlord to be telepathic and know when there's a drip happening in the apartment.
Excuse me, spot checks.
And it's not a drip. It is a full gusher. It started as a drip.
Yeah.
And this is like what happens when, you leave your summer home and you forget to turn off the water, and then you come back and all of a sudden there's just water pouring out. This one had to be a horror when that old lady went down to check on your heat, and then he like, oh my God, Dave, are you taking a shower? No, that's just the way that he lives.
Actually, I tried to hide it, and she goes, what is that sound in the bathroom? Oh my God!
How do you not know how to go in and turn it off under the sink? You can turn off all the water back there.
I had no idea what you're talking. No, but this is unlike the bathtub shower portion.
Yes, right? Everything can be turned off in one piece in there in case like the toilet overflows or whatever. You can turn off everything.
Oh, I didn't
in the
know.
bathroom.
I didn't.
How do you not know? You're 29.
I have never known such a nozzle exists. I just don't know about it.
How did you turn off your brain? How did that happen? Hey, doesn't Mikey D know the guy that has your apartment?
Maybe, yeah.
Because remember when you and Mikey were fighting?
Yeah.
And all that was going back and forth?
Yeah, he did say he knew this guy.
We probably ought to try to check on him. Okay. Hey, Photoshop Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, fellas. Quick question, Dave. Is this a legal basement apartment?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, why don't you have a lease then if everything is legal?
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's totally cash. I think it's an illegal, which means that if they kick you out of an illegal basement apartment, if I'm not mistaken, they owe you all the back rent for the apartment. Look into that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Is it legal to start a Watley posse and sell stickers and shirts and not compensate?
Well, you have to pay fans.
Believe me, he's losing money. This posse is not as big as you want to make him believe.
Hey, there's almost 2,000 members on the MySpace right now. MySpace/The Wildy Posse. Check it out, fellas.
How embarrassment. All right, thank you very much, my friend.
See ya. Bye.
All right, take care. Why you always got to hurt his feelings, Fez?
Because I do not condone the Watley posse out there with their stickers and their hideous picture of me. That's a photo of me morphed with a photo of Andre the Giant's fat face.
From my here, you can't even go down to Chelsea without everybody knowing about it. Hey, Ryan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm actually in court right now. I've been in court for last year.
Yeah.
For the same exact thing. My toilet. The fill valve broke, right? You know what I'm talking about? So the water kept running, and it leaked all down onto an old lady's apartment downstairs.
Right.
The landlord
Dark water.
said it was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told him the next day, and the guy said it was my fault, so he's suing me for that. But I don't think that's my responsibility as a tenant.
You know, you got to think yourself, why the hell do we live in this city? It is nothing but problems, one thing to the next. Everywhere you go, you're fighting with somebody, nothing works. It drives you crazy. All right, we got Mikey D on right now. Mikey, hi, pal, you're on the air.
Hey, guys.
Do you know this landlord that...
Yeah, we're acquaintances. I know him.
He's a Greek guy, too, over there in Astoria?
No, he's an Italian dude.
Okay.
All right?
Is he as mean as what I'm hearing from Davey?
No, he's not mean. He's being a landlord.
Uh-huh.
Water costs money.
Right.
And you have to go if you have a leak and say something to your landlord. If it's 9:30 at night, it doesn't matter. You're having a leak. If it's running like a Niagara Falls, you've got to stop it. You know it's going to cost the landlord money. Let me tell you something. I have two guys downstairs. I have a beautiful two-bedroom apartment. They're staying there. One guy decides to have his friend live, an extra guy, a third guy, for a week and a half in the house. He's taking showers. He's running the electricity. You know what I did? I charged him an extra $200 for the month.
You should have put him out, Mr. Furley.
Wait a minute, hold on. The guy's got an extra person stay over, so
for a week
they got to pay?
Yes. He was like subletting. The deal is both guys work, so they're not around during the day. That doesn't make me, then that, of course, water's not running, electricity.
How much does the water bill come to? It ain't coming any $200 a week.
It's not $200 a week, but when you put in, like, for instance, the water, when the guy's taking a shower every day for half an hour, the hot water, what gets the hot water?
Oh, come on.
You act like nobody can have company over, Mikey D.
You can have company. The guy brings over his girlfriend every weekend. That's fine. But when you get like...
No, wait. Like, if you're in any kind of real apartment, no one charges you if your parents come in for the weekend. It doesn't happen, Mikey. This is why these are almost illegal landlords. Yeah. And you're treating everybody here in New York like we're wetbacks.
No, listen, the hot water is run by the boiler. What runs the boiler? Oil.
And what's it cost you for a guy to take a shower?
Well,
a nickel?
No.
And you're hitting him up with $200. I was calling you for help. You turned into
he's Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
from that Slumlord movie. What are you doing? I'm coming to you as a friend here.
Dave, and also listen to me.
And what about this, Mikey? Your friend over there in Astoria lets this kid lay down there freezing through the entire month of February.
And I have to heat my apartment with this horrible Pathmark heating fan. It looks like a regular cooling fan, only it's not. It gives heat out. It's the worst appliance ever.
Amazing.
So that
I never heard of this.
Yeah, so that must have jacked up my electric bill, because that was plugged in going about 8 hours a night. Because I was freezing.
You're in a basement apartment. It gets colder down there.
Mikey, it was
Yeah, because
28 degrees.
Because he can't use the heat at all.
So you tell the landlord, put up the heat, I'm cold.
I did 2 weeks ago. She didn't listen to me. And so I've been using that fan. Now my Con Ed bill is out the kazoo.
Now, you see, with me, the Con Ed bill I pay for.
Well, I pay
Part of the
electric.
rent.
You know
I pay
why?
electric, Mikey.
Everything goes through you, and then you double it down when you hand it back to him. You're an awful person, Mikey. I got to go here. A lot of people want to be part of this. Oh, when I heard that story he told, the guy, I mean, these are guys that are living in his home he should try to get along with. The guy's friend comes over for a week, extra $200. Paul, you're on Run Fez.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Dave, I think Photoshop Mike might have been onto something. Is this basement really legal? I mean, do you have 2 exits? Do you have a way to get in and out of 2 ways, like 2 doors?
I have 1 door, and then I have a key that I have to unlock my the bars on my window in case there's a fire.
Okay, so you only have 1 entrance and exit then?
I only have 1 door, right?
Oh, speaking of which, we finally find the fire exit here, Earl, that you were supposed to find me 2 months ago. The door is glued shut.
Okay.
Because he couldn't open it up.
It is completely locked and barricaded. And all the signs in the hallway saying exit, the emergency exit signs, all point to this one door that you cannot open or go through.
I feel almost claustrophobic right now.
Let's go out. Let's get out of here.
I know.
Because I smell smoke. Earl, seriously, I want to have an exit here if there's a fire. It's not asking too much.
Consider it done.
Consider it done. I asked 2 months ago.
I understand.
What am I going to do, call OSHA?
No.
Do it.
Hey, can I just say this? I'm paying it in check, so people are asking if it's illegal. I'm not paying in cash.
That doesn't mean that it's over the, who knows what the checks stand for. You don't know what they're doing with it.
Oh, okay.
They might not have it set up like it's a little company. They might be like they're getting the check from their, nephew.
And another big question that I have is, are you allowed to just say right out of the blue, I'm raising your rent up $100 starting next month?
First of all, you don't have a lease, so you don't know whether you can or cannot do that. You're living month to month like you're somebody who came here in this country in the middle of the night holding onto a refrigerator door in the ocean.
I feel
you're
like
a Cubano. You got no rights, basically. John, you're on Run Fez.
How you doing, boys?
Yeah.
Listen, this is an illegal apartment that he's in. Dave, don't pay this scumbag another penny.
Thank you.
Stay there as long as you want. It's going to take him 3 to 6 months to get you out of there. The hell with him.
Thanks, Johnny.
All right, now you got to be able to stand up to that, and you got to be able to withhold yourself.
I am.
But you got to be able to go nose and elbows with this guy saying, I'm not, I'm having a lawyer to sue you.
I know, I am. I'm going to start to do that. Some of these callers, other people that I've talked to on the phone have given me inspiration. I'm going to fight them.
Alex, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good.
First of all, yes, it's an illegal apartment. There's no question about it. Second of all, any person who goes ahead and tries to represent himself in court is an idiot. And I'll tell you that because I'm up against these guys all the time. But third of all, the way you beat this thing is you tell whoever, you tell them that you had you didn't think anything of a leak because you figured they were letting it run on purpose so the pipes won't freeze.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's good.
That sounds really good.
That's good. So you had to keep the water running so the pipes wouldn't freeze.
It's so cold in there, Dave.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, my God. They are dead meat.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes,
and
I
then
do.
show them
I
the
do.
thing of Midnight Cowboy with the 2 guys freezing in the apartment and dancing around with the portable radio and say, this is my life.
I can't wait till I see him tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I ain't paying you a nickel, Frank.
All right, now here's the thing, though. If Con Ed's billing you, then they have to know that that's a real apartment.
That's true. Well, the weird thing is,
your chick brought that up.
Whose side is she on?
She's, I don't know.
She's
She's sitting in some tweaker pad in NC, wearing like a hoodie and rubbing her nose like she's high.
Oh my Lord! The one thing is, when I get my mail, it
looks
doesn't
like
say.
a Unabomber.
Oh boy! When I get my mail, it doesn't say what apartment it is. It just says my name and the apartment, and they have like their own mailbox for me. So it doesn't even say apartment 3, apartment 4 on it. So this must be an illegal apartment.
So your mail just comes to the house address.
Yes. So, bye-bye, Frank.
What do you mean
bye-bye, Anna?
What are you doing? How are you getting even with
What
it?
I'm going to do is I'm thinking I'm going to take him to the cleaners, you're going to be living in the basement.
And you're going to move upstairs?
That's right.
And maybe they'll have to be your butler. Maybe the judge will tell him that.
Switcheroo.
Ron and Fez show.
If you miss your ephedra and the energy boost it used to give you, don't worry anymore because now there's I-57 Ignite.
I-57 Ignite, Fezzy. I love it. Matter of fact, I just turned my young friend Dave onto it.
That's great tasting. It's awesome. What was that sound, though? I feel a little bit weird.
Chew this gum, Dave.
Okay.
Best thing to do is chew the gum and keep your feet moving at all times. Keep your feet moving.
Okay.
I-57 Ignite. Me and Eastside Dave can tell you the best. It's the best ever.
I-57 Ignite, it's got a new ingredient, the all-natural Brazilian herb shada bugre.
That's when that kicks in, you know it, Dave. You know it.
I feel ready. I feel ready to turn off the faucet myself. I feel ready to paint them. I feel ready to do everything right now.
He's not even making sense.
No, the founder, Kelly Lockwood, who came up with I-57 Ignite, he scoured the jungles of Brazil to find this shada bugre, and he's telling you it's better than ephedra.
I-57 Ignite. You okay?
Yeah,
You're starting to froth in the mouth a little bit.
Getting a little weird in here.
Starting to froth.
Getting a little weird in here. It's getting a little tight. It's getting a little tight.
Oh, no.
Help me.
I-57 Ignite.
Stop! Stop! There it is. I got his heart beating. You're going to make it. You're going to make it.
You can pick it up.
I'm losing him again.
Oh, no.
His eyes just rolled back.
No. You can pick it up at your local CVS pharmacy.
I'm not going to let you go.
And you could be the judge for yourself. Who needs ephedra when you get I-57 Ignite?
It's cold, Fez. Let's get out of here. Burn the studio. Don't leave any evidence.
You'll be going all day and all night if you want with I-57 Ignite, available at CVS pharmacies and online at myi57.com. Pick up I-57 Ignite with shada bugre. No ephedra, no problem. Now there's I-57 Ignite. Get ignited with I-57 Ignite.